Hi, I'm Amy Neary with Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, and I'm sitting outside of our facility here today, and I'm going to take you inside in just a minute so you can learn what you need to do in order to claim the free offer we have for you. But first, I want to let you know that we have heard our customers loud and clear over the last few days. We know that you're concerned about the lifting of the stay-at-home order and what that means for you and your family. So what we're going to see is a lot more people out in public, hopefully wearing masks and following social distancing guidelines. Many of you are going to be going back to your jobs if you haven't already. So the question that we're receiving daily are what treatments and what services does Prime IV offer that will help with immune system function? So we put our heads together and we decided that we would create this offer so that we could educate about those services and also provide something free that helps with your immune system, and that is high-dose vitamin D injections. So vitamin D is crucially important to the function of your immune system. Your immune system is your body's number one line of defense against infection and disease, and vitamin D helps activate your immune system. So it's very important. We need to make sure that those levels are adequate. And the truth is, the majority of us are vitamin D deficient and we don't even know it. So if you want to learn more about why most of us are vitamin D deficient, stay tuned after I head inside and I'll let you know a little bit more about the benefits of vitamin D. If you're interested in just getting it for the immune system boosting effects that it has, that's great too. And I will see you inside. Okay, everyone, we're outside of Prime IV right now, heading into the lobby so that you can find out what you need to do in order to claim that vitamin D offer today. So here is our beautiful lobby.
We need to pre-screen you to make sure you're nice and healthy, and then we can get you booked for an appointment, and then we're gonna maintain social distancing and all the CDC recommendations to keep everybody safe. So just one more time, that number is 719-896-2000.
If you wanna learn a little bit more about vitamin D, stay tuned, and I'm also gonna get you a tour of the rest of the facility. Okay, so you want to learn a little bit more about vitamin D and its benefits. So first off, I want to let you know that it's more than just a vitamin. Vitamin D actually acts as a hormone in your body. And what that means is you have to synthesize it yourself. You have to make it yourself. So, well, you can get about 10% from diet, but the majority of it, the other 90, you do have to make. So how do we do that? You may know this already. It's from sun exposure. So the current guidelines are 10 to 30 minutes of sun exposure multiple times a week, and you need to expose the majority of your body to the sun in order to get adequate amounts of sun. If you're like me, the chances of that happening multiple times a week are very, very small. So if 10% comes from diet and the other 90% comes from the sun and you're not getting enough, what do? The answer to that is supplementation. And before we go into how to do that, I want to talk to you for a second about vitamin D deficiencies. With vitamin D deficiency, there's a lot of symptoms that you may not be aware of. One of the most underdiagnosed is fatigue. So we see a lot of folks come in for fatigue, and vitamin D helps a ton. Depression is another, especially in older folks. Vitamin D helps regulate mood. Bone pain, back pain, joint pain, aches and pains in general, vitamin D can have a really positive effect on. Hair loss, and especially in women, and muscle pain is another one. There was a recent study that showed the majority of the participants who had chronic pain also had a vitamin D deficiency. Knowing all of that, you might ask yourself, how do I know for sure? How do I find out if I too have a vitamin D deficiency? And that's very easy. All you have to do is get a simple blood test. We can provide that here, or you can go to your physician and request it. Once you get those lab tests back, then there's only one thing left to do, and that is supplementation. So you can do it one of two ways. You can do oral supplementation or high dose vitamin D injections. So I have a couple issues with oral supplements, and here they are. Number one, the dosing. If you had a deficiency and you have your levels back to where they need to be optimally, then a 2000 IU or 2000 milligram dose is just fine, and that's typically what they sell over the counter is 2000. So that's going to help you keep your levels right where they need to be. For those of you who are severely deficient, 2000 IUs is going to take a really long time to get your blood plasma levels up to where they need to be so that you're seeing the benefit of those supplements. My second issue is with absorption. So by the time an oral supplement goes all the way through your gastrointestinal tract, you're getting about 10 to 20% benefit versus an injection where you're going to be getting almost 100% of the benefit of the high dose vitamin D. So obviously we think that's the route to go, especially if you are truly deficient. Now, if you don't have any of the symptoms that we just went over, we still think that it's a great idea to get a vitamin D shot simply for the fact that it is so effective and so important for boosting immunity. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to us at 896-2000. We have an incredible staff. Our infusion specialists will be here to answer any questions that you have. And I hope that you enjoyed this little education about vitamin D. And we want you to stay safe and stay healthy out there. And we hope to see you soon.